Justin, talk about the online course. Why did we develop it, and what are you hoping the field gets from the online certification?
Oh man, so many things. I'll just highlight a couple. First off, I had a realization a long time ago that people don't duplicate, but systems duplicate. And we have so much amazing content on dōTERRA's website and throughout Empowered Success and all of the different guides. And it's there, it's benefiting people, people are growing, but some of us learn a lot better when we have an audio component and a video component, and we can really absorb the content and make it come to life, right? And make it work. And so to have this in that format now, I know it's gonna be better for me, and I know actually a lot of other people. So to have this format to teach us this content that's gonna make our business just go boom is super, super exciting.
Talk a little bit about how you're gonna use this and implement it with your team and your organization.
This is my favorite part, because a lot of this is stuff we've already been teaching for years, right? And in a lot of different fashions and formats. And so now I'm gonna personally use this as a prerequisite, if you will, as a requirement for those who are attending some of our other business trainings and courses that we do live, to make sure we all have the same groundwork, right? We all have the same foundation, we all have everything, so we can go a little deeper and maybe focus more on implementation of the information and of the training.
You talked about going deeper and implementing and getting that one nugget out to the field. What is that one piece of information you hope the field learns from this course and the certification?
Oh man, I don't think they're gonna be one piece. It's a big buffet. Well, okay, here's one piece. Take a piece. Okay, take a piece and implement. Don't try and implement the whole guide all at once. There's a lot of information, it's amazing, it's phenomenal, but if you just take the piece that's relevant to you and your business now and implement that and make it go, and then you can move on, right, to the next one. Because if you take the guide or you take the whole course and try and do all at once, it's gonna be, well, it could be ugly. So do what's relevant to the now to get things moving, and then go back and add more. Okay, Eric, so in your opinion, how will this new business building certification help in the onboarding, basically, new leaders and builders?
I think that the certification will revolutionize the way that we do this. I think when we look at the field and you look at some of the challenges that the field is dealing with, is that they're running all over the internet looking for things that are going to work. I think that this puts all the information...
Shiny penny!
Shiny penny, here it is, it's over here, let's go here and there. And what this does is it puts all the information in one location. And another way that I think it revolutionizes the whole process is that it allows people to have confidence that the best business builders in dōTERRA created this, and we've got great information that will be able to serve them immediately. They don't have to question if this is going to work or not. They know immediately that so-and-so who could develop this or who worked on this was able to create the guide and help it to be successful.
So how are you personally going to implement this in your business?
What I'm going to do personally is I'm going to make sure everybody has the guide for one in my team and my organization, and I'm going to make sure that they get the certification and go through the certification process. We're going to do a weekly call with my team and my organization to make sure that they get all the information, and we're not going to stop until they get it. And I'm just going to make sure that we're talking about this at every interaction, every meeting, every event, and making sure that I'm using the success check-in with my people to make sure that they're doing the business building activities. It lets me catch problems before they manifest themselves in their team and their organization. I'll know on a weekly basis how well they're doing versus waiting over time to see and then trying to remediate things once they're stuck.
I think that's really good. It's going to be a good testing ground, if you will, to see where people are.
I think it's a great testing ground to be able to have people know where they are, and as uplines, being able to mentor them appropriately. Laura, you were key in developing this content. Thank you for your passion and the countless hours you spent in bringing this to life. It's been a true labor of love and a powerful gift that you've given to everyone across dōTERRA. Tell us a little bit about the process of bringing the content together.
Thank you. Well, to begin with, my past has been filled with years of extensive experience of writing and producing dōTERRA-specific training materials. And not only did I pull from that established library of content, there were also multiple committees of leaders and corporate support who weighed in on this project throughout its entire development. Collaborating with brilliant minds and strategists is always an incredible opportunity, and I must acknowledge the outstanding talent and support from corporate as well. You know, I think one thing that many would find important to understand is how this guide was born out of a willingness to learn from our past. As Empowered Success was born back a few years ago, a minimalist philosophy evolved, which led to a greatly reduced version of the launch guide with a softer approach to launching a business. Although that guide had great content, what we discovered was paramount and really worth noting for anyone who's launching new builders. The key point being this: when an individual makes a commitment to build, they want and need clear steps and training. The fact was made abundantly clear when Back to Basics was introduced last year. It demonstrated that the field wanted more detailed, broader, and even extensively scripted training. So with an epic commitment from both the field writers like myself, along with corporate's wholehearted support, I present to you the most wonderful and robust marriage of all that is good in the world of dōTERRA business training, and that is the dōTERRA Business Building Certification Program and the accompanying guide. It's so fantastic to now have a guide of all guides and this beautiful certification course, giving us that one-stop shop that so many of us have yearned for years.
I love the guide. I love the certification. Thank you for your commitment to excellence.
Natalie, you know how excited I am about this course. How are you feeling about it?
My goodness, I have been waiting for this moment, and I'm so grateful that we've arrived here. We now have world-class transformational training at our fingertips. So this is kind of a red letter day, I believe. You're going to love learning these proven principles from dōTERRA's very best. And we know from other field experts with decades of experience, right? They've been doing this. They know the gig. And we know it's essential to have an elite factory. This is our elite factory. And it's even that and beyond, right? Because it provides that continual support. But we have the duplication model for our base rank elite, and it's building all out of this. And now it's available in a way that it can reach anyone in the world, anytime, any place. I love it. It's simple to duplicate, and it can work for you, your current builders, and the builders that will come next week, next month, next year, and the year after that. You can count on this to duplicate. Because the business building guide is principle-based, it's not a shiny object, but a long-term support to meet real training needs. It will keep you and your team on course, and dōTERRA has invested so much in you and us because they want to change lives. They're here to transform and lift the world to a better place. So it's vital that as part of this, you invest in you and show up strong. You then become a trainer and then a trainer of trainers from this training. Don't let it stop at the online course, though. Keep beating the same drum. Bring that clarity to your mentoring, to your calls, to your trainings. And, the whole while, bring your own brilliance, right? We don't want this to become sterile or this training program that shuts people's strengths down. No, bring your brilliance with it. This will just be the through line that lets this principled, relevant training reach you and your people and those that will come in the future. I'm so grateful to now have this principled, relevant training be the foundation of our dōTERRA businesses. We are in the best space we've ever been, and we have a world to change, a movement, right, that is rolling.
Let's roll. All right, so tell me, how are you going to use the business building certification course with your team?
It's a great question. And I'm using this online course as a filter to help me know as a leader where to focus my efforts. I'm going to invite every new builder prospect that I find or that I connect with on a three-way to take the online course. They can then come to my calls as long as they're actively working or have completed the online course. I've already seen how training on the business building guide has taken up my effectiveness in being able to reach more people. And now I'm seeing it increase new and seasoned builders' likelihood of success as well. I'm excited to leverage the online course to meet them where they are in their developmental stage in dōTERRA and even in their time zone or stage of life, right? This makes it accessible for all of them with some really powerful video and online learning. So my experience is that we break through fear by taking action. And I love how this online course helps break through the fear of the unknown as someone starts dōTERRA and helps them get educated and empowered on how to succeed in this business. Start moving forward now. Don't wait for the fear to dissipate. Hop into the course to take the guesswork out of this and set both of you up for success. So, Bailey, that's me. What gets you the most excited?
Well, if I can be totally honest, we had tried it all. We had done a million different things, each time leaving more and more people confused and further behind. And then I saw this guide and I knew it answered all of our problems. All the info in one beautifully made piece, a guide with options, a guide that's simple yet can continually be referenced. The one place we can all launch from is absolutely the tool we've been hunting for years. So I challenge you guys, make this your focus for the year. Get signed up for the course, dive in, bring your team along. I think you'll be so thankful that you focused on one single tool this year.